Hey everyone.
Hi there.
Happy June.
Thank you for joining us on our Monday Market Update. We are the Hatch Homes Group, and today we are going to talk about the top 10 hottest zip codes for sellers right now in the Portland metro area. And, last week we talked about buyer fatigue and reasons why buyers need to just keep going. There's a lot going for them right now in this market, even though it seems really intense, which it is. But John's going to go over some stats for sellers today. So we're going to talk about sellers and why it's prime time for them. And we are also going to go over the top 10 hottest zip codes later. So John, why don't you get us started?
Okay. So we want sellers to act as soon as possible if they're in a position to do that. There is a tremendous low inventory and a few facts which support that urging. NAR have surveyed, and they say that there are millions of people nationally sitting on the sidelines, sellers waiting to list their property when COVID eases up. So we are expecting more listings. We've also seen press where there's always negative press, and we see people predicting that there's an inflection point, that sales have been going down 3 months in a row. So I've looked into those facts for Portland, and in fact, in Portland, sales have been going up. 4 months, past 4 months have been steadily going up. One thing that has happened though is people are showing less, looking at less homes. We've actually seen a 12% drop in Oregon and a 14.5% drop in Washington of people actually, the number of homes that they're looking at, that the sales are there, and so is the increase in prices. And we expect prices to steady but increase at the moment, and as long as interest rates remain at their favorable point right now.
Yeah. And I think that showing time statistic of showings going down really, shows the buyer fatigue right now. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about that a lot just in our office mastermind calls and things like that, about how, some agents aren't getting as many offers, but they're still getting good offers, so maybe not seeing the 20 offers, but still like 3 solid offers.
Yeah.
So that's a trend there.
Yeah, I also think that number kind of correlates to what is on the market available for people to see. So there's a few factors that go into that. People seeing less homes, but likely because there's less homes to look at.
It's a good point. Yeah. And our inventory is still pretty darn low. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go over this Portland Business Journal top heat index, and they actually broke it down a lot more cities. Or a lot more zip codes. We're just going to go the top 10. And if you're a seller in these areas, call us. But a few quick stats that they brought up in this article, which I thought was really helpful, was they're tracking our first quarter to last year's first quarter, which was technically pre-pandemic. And it says that there were an increase in homes sold. So homes sold increased 7%. So even though we've been really low inventory, we've sold more just because they're just being absorbed so quickly. And then we also saw days on market. So last first quarter, we were at 24 days on market on average. And right now we're at 8.1% or 8.1 days average, median days on market. And then the biggie, 14.6% price increase year over year. Now, whenever you get to double digits price increase, that's something to definitely watch.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's fascinating to see this top 10 in the metro area. The stats that you're about to see, they pulled this information directly from the RMLS and the Portland Business Bureau. So if you're wondering where they got this info, it's directly from the multiple listing service, which almost every single realtor uses. So, and any listing you see comes from there. So Interestingly, actually, I think 97229 in the Northwest Heights, Cedar Mill, Bethany area being in the top 10 is not a surprise. I'm surprised it's a little bit at 10 and not in like 5, but
Yeah.
yeah, average median sales price 610,000. Gresham above the 97229. That's interesting too. I think there's a lot more affordable homes. As you can see, the median price there is 450,000. And yeah, then Tigard, beautiful part of town, 505 median sales price there, 97224.
Yeah, 5 days on the market. I felt that in Tigard for sure.
Sure. Yeah, Foster Powell area, that's been continually growing for the past few years. You probably noticed. 5 days on the market on average. Median sales price 450,000. That's zip code 97206. My old zip code.
I'm actually surprised that the median is 450. I guess I think of it as a little bit higher just from what I've seen, but
I think if you go to like the edges of the Foster Powell area, you still get like some homes in the 300s.
yeah, true.
High 300s, but still I think you can see that.
Yeah.
The other Tigard Metzger zip code 97223. Average home price there 550,000, which makes perfect sense to me as well. Closer to the I-5 corridor. Oregon City, who recently I have been selling a few homes there and I love it. It's coming up in the world. Average median sales price rather is 515,500. Average days, we're seeing a lot of 5 days on average on the market.
Mhm.
A 97045.
Oh, we got a 4 days median.
4. Wow. 4 days, number 4.
Yeah.
Murfreesboro, 97123 zip code. Lots of growth happening out there with the median sales price being 464. Still in the average median price range of general metro area.
And we talk about, condos a lot and how, downtown in the Pearl, like average days on market are a lot higher, but condos in Hillsborough, if you have a condo in Hillsborough, call me. It's very, very it's basically 4 days on the market.
Yeah, it's very sought after. Selwood, Eastmoreland, beautiful area, 97202 zip code. Average or median sales price 620,000 with 5 days on market on average. Makes sense. Surprised that price isn't higher, to be honest.
Yeah, but
Number 2 already. Lake Oswego, West Lynn, 97068 zip code. Median sales price 638,000. Seems a little low as well.
number 1.
Number 1, Beaverton, Aloha, 97007 zip code. That median sales price went to 521,000. It's kind of amazing with the average 4 days on the market. Yeah, that one surprised me a little bit. Beaverton, Aloha, you wouldn't think would be like the number 1 fastest, hottest area, but it's a really good location. So I think if you're a seller in any of these top 10 areas, or if you own a home there, even a condo, now is really that time to jump on it and cash out, like we talked about last week, for sellers. Like really
Great location for a second home or a rental.
Yeah, lots of people looking for rentals in that area too. So now is the time. Take advantage of this amazing market.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us and sticking with us for all those stats. If you have any questions or anything you want us to cover on another Monday Market Update, please comment below. Thank you.
Like to
Thank
hear.
you. Have a good week.